Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. So like I posted yesterday, I want to try and spend this month for Autism Awareness Month doing a few different videos and covering a few different topics. Today Myah is doing a little interview, Myah? Yeah. She's happy to answer some questions and talk about her experience of having a brother on the spectrum and having a mother on the spectrum and living in a neurodiverse house. Yeah. So let's start off then, shall we? Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think autism is?
It's something that people can they need to flap and they need someone to support them.
Yeah. So you see autism when you think of autism, you think of people with stimming. So like in flaps. And yes, some people need support as well. Yeah, you're right. Anything else?
And you wiggle on your chair and move around.
Some people who need to have movement. Yeah, that's right.
Because they can't stop moving on their chair because they have to move. Like me at school, I have this wobble cushion that I get to wobble on.
Yeah, because you like to move too. Yeah, that's good, nice. Yeah. Okay. What does it feel like to have an older brother who's on the autism spectrum? So what's it like to have a brother who is autistic?
It's a bit hard for me because he really likes to be alone.
Yeah, that is the one you find most hard, I think, isn't it?
And yeah, I feel really hard about that. My brother gets to be on his own a lot because I like playing with people a lot. But now I have this new book that I can read. I'm fine.
So you're happy now because you've got a little something that you can do while he's playing. And he does play with you, doesn't he? You do have fun times playing, but sometimes he can get bored of that fun time really quick and just say he doesn't want to play anymore, and I guess that's really hard. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
Yeah, you happy? What's the thing you find most difficult about living in and being a part of a family that has autism or neurodiversity? What do you find most difficult? If anything.
I feel difficult about maths and art because I feel because my brother says that I'm not very good at art. And it doesn't make me very confident.
Okay. So, are you saying sometimes when your brother says mean things, you don't like that? It makes you lose your confidence?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's something we're working on with both of you, isn't it? Being kind to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing about your brother?
That he's very kind and very funny.
He is funny, isn't he? He cracks some silly jokes, doesn't he? And says some silly things.
Once he went like this. I'm walking.
You pretended to fall over. Okay, so I recently told you that Mummy got a diagnosis of ASD, so autism, and I spoke to you about what that meant, and I asked you how you felt at the time, and we discussed it because we're very open and always have been open in that house here about neurodiversity and how it's nothing to be ashamed of and how we can support each other and how we can support other people. So since Mummy told you, and we've had time to think and time to digest everything, how do you feel about it? And you can be honest, nothing's going to hurt Mummy.
Okay.
You can say what you want. You feel good about it? You feel okay about it? Do you have any questions about any of it all?
I don't think so.
No? Was Mummy pretty open and covered pretty much everything when we talked about it?
Yeah.
No, that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to know what to say. But Mummy, one of the things we did talk about was being honest with struggles and difficulties, isn't it? And we did talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about how it's important to be honest when you're struggling, because if
you're struggling with your work, then the teachers won't know, and if you copy anybody's work, they'll give you harder, and
Why will they give you hard if you copy other people's work?
Cause they will think that you know how to do it when you don't.
That's exactly it.
And that's what happened to you once.
Yeah. Mammy used to do things like that. She used to cover up
Yeah.
because she couldn't find things hard to read and write and things like that. And,
yeah, I done that as well.
Yeah.
But I don't do it anymore.
No, because we had a conversation, didn't we? And we said it's okay that you did it, and I understand why we do those things. And Mammy did the same when she was in school, but it's important to acknowledge that if you're struggling with something, that's okay, and the only way we can get support with it is to be open. You don't have to say it in front of everybody else. You can take a teacher to the side or Mummy.
And you can like persevere as well to
Yeah.
try and do it before you ask the teacher.
Yeah.
Because you might already know it before you even tell the teacher, and you might be embarrassed that you already know it, but you told the teacher that you don't.
Well, yeah, you should never be embarrassed, because I think it's really good to be open with your teacher and to be open with Mummy and Daddy and things like that. Never be embarrassed. If you didn't think you knew it, and then when you talk to the teacher you knew, it might just be that you needed to talk about it to figure it out. Sometimes we need to talk and then it comes to our mind. And sometimes when we're looking at something, it's such a big, it's so big and overwhelming that we can't see clear. But when we talk to someone about it, it makes it feel really clear. Yeah? So, yeah, we discussed all of those things. Now it's important to just be open about our struggles so that we can get support for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And make life easier for yourself in the long term.
Yeah, so when you're a grown-up, you get like a bit more easier things and you'll know.
Yeah. Is there anything you would change about our home and Mummy and Kaylin and yourself or Daddy? You know, the way we run things, the way we do things, the way we... Is there anything that you would change or do we want to do differently?
Maybe change the house into an elevator. Have an elevator.
Well, I think Kaylin would love that. Would you love that too? Yeah.
Yeah, so it can just like go there and then it just goes there.
I think I'd be sick being in a lift all the time. I think I'd find that. I think that'd be too much.
Go downstairs then.
That's true. I could do that. When you and Kaylin just go up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Mice. Let's have a look what else we've got. Okay. So, Mice. That's okay. So, you have a support worker with young carers. Yeah, we won't say any names, but you do. And she comes to see you at school sometimes, and you go to see them sometimes. Which reminds me, you've got an event over Easter that you're going to be going to if you want to do that.
What's event?
Where you get together. So young carers is where you can meet other friends, isn't it? Who are all siblings of someone on the autism spectrum. So you go and you can all be together and have fun. I think you do arts and crafts.
Ooh, what day is it?
I'll have to double check the form. But you've got one over Easter.
Hopefully it's not Friday.
So,
that's my birthday. Or
no,
should I say
it's not. It's a Saturday.
Saturday.
That's your birthday. It's not on that day, so it's fine.
Next week.
So do you enjoy that you have that, and do you find it beneficial? Because I know sometimes you find it hard that Kaylin's got a PA.
Yeah, and I'm just scared that I won't make any friends because I haven't made any yet.
Okay, well it takes time to make some
I'm really
friends.
bummed because this girl shared some of her food with me.
Sharing food is love, isn't it, Mice?
It's because I had some food, I ate it all, and then she gave me a chocolate bar.
Oh, that's very kind of her.
And crisps.
She must be a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you find it beneficial? You have your support worker come see you at school as well, and you get to talk about stuff. Does it help you?
Yeah.
Because I know that you did find it hard that Kaylin was having a PA, and you felt it unfair that someone would take him out and concentrate on him. And I know sometimes you think it's unfair that Kaylin has what you would say is extra support.
It's because it's not really fair because he gets to go out to like play areas and this lady just comes to school with me.
Yeah, I understand that.
And she doesn't really like take us to a play trampoline park.
No.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, I understand that frustration. I do. So we try to do fun things, don't we? As much as we can. And we work on always trying to make things more fairer as much as we can do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah? So do you think everybody is aware of autism and supportive of it, or do you think people could be more educated on what it is?
Huh?
So do you think everyone knows what autism is, or do you think people need to be more educated on it? So when we go out with Kaylin, for example,
Educated.
you think they need to be more educated? Why do you think that?
Because some people like might not know what it means.
Yeah, and I think if you don't know what it means, you can't understand it, and then you might be a bit mean or not very sympathetic to someone if they're going through a hard time. everybody's different, and nobody is going to know unless we talk about it. Yeah. So that's why we do talk and we do share as much as we do, so people can be more aware. And when we go places, they won't need to stare when Kaylin does his flapping, or they won't need to stare if one of us is going through a hard time, or if we need to, you know, have things made, adaptations made and things like that. Because one day, hopefully, everyone will just be aware and more understanding of neurodiversity and autism and things, and life will be more easier for everybody when you feel like you don't have to explain everything all the time. Yeah. But it's good that you recognise that we need to share more, and if everybody shares their own experiences, everybody will be a bit more educated. It's good that you recognise that, and you're doing that in school, aren't you? Yeah. For Autism Awareness Week, you guys are doing things in school, and that's always good. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to finish it up now, because we don't want it to be too long. But I know. I'm glad that you've come and done it. I'm glad you're happy to do it. Are you still happy for me to share it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say that you are an amazing little sister to your brother, and you are an amazing little girl and daughter, and you know that Mummy and Daddy are very proud of you, and Kaylin's very proud of you. And you are very unique. Yeah, certainly what you are. And you should be very proud of yourself for how much you support your brother, and how you support the family as well, because you are really good when Mum's having a hard time as well, don't you? You come over, give Mummy kisses and hugs, put a little blanket on me.
Yeah.
When you know I'm not, and you always say, Mummy, have you had a hard day? You could tell Mummy's had a bit of a hard day and struggling a bit, isn't it? And we're gonna finish it up now. Okay, so we'll say bye-bye.
Bye, and also goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.